My sweet friend, I hope that you're ready today. We are going to make this adorable project and I cannot wait to get started. And whether you're brand new or you've been with me for a while, I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you spending your day with me and for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed, of course, I would love it if you do so right now. And make sure that you click on the little bell that'll notify you anytime a new project comes out from me. Guess where I was today? Any guesses? Okay, pause the video. Let me down below if you know this brand. So there's a brand new Dollar Tree and I was across town, and so I decided, I actually stopped in there like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago and they weren't open, and so I thought, well, I'll look, and they had a big grand opening sign, and I'm so glad I went in because I've seen some of you get these already, but we have not gotten them, and I've scoured every Dollar Tree. That's actually why I've gone in so much, is because I've been looking for these. So I finally found these. This one is a coin envelope. It's 3.5 by 6.5, and you get 15 pieces. And then this one's the smaller one, and it's 3.2 by 4.5. And also, one of our lovely friends, Beth Whitlow, had given me an idea. I actually had this in my garbage bin, and she was saying that she uses the seed packets, and I was like, how have I not used the seed packets? And these are so cute, right? The little daisies. So we're going to use those today. We are also going to use, if you guys remember from my last Dollar Tree haul, this is a piece of a like hair. It came with like the little scrunchie, and then this was tied in a bow. And so we're going to use some of this. And I had told you when I did that video, and if you haven't seen that video and you want to catch it, I'll have it linked down below. I am going to use my kit from last year, which is Garden Serenade, because I think the colors go perfectly with this, and that's kind of what made me buy it. And so we're going to make a little like kind of booklet. It can go inside of a junk journal, or it can stand alone and you can add a signature to it. So we're going to make things pretty simple. And I'm just using the ephemera for the kit because I don't think I have any of the background papers printed out, and so I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to grab one of each of the envelopes. And feel free, if you don't have these envelopes, you can do this with any envelopes. You just want one that is bigger than the other. So I'm going to take this, and kind of like with the flip-flop journal, it would probably look something like this, and you know, where you can flip it. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to do a tab binding to attach the two envelopes together. So I'm just going to go through my stash, and I think I'm going to get some music paper, and I'm just going to cut out 2 pieces. That's going to be the tab binding. The music paper that I'm using today is old, and so I'm going to reinforce it in the back with some masking tape. And there's other ways you can do this. You can also use clear packing tape if you want it to be shiny. I'm hoping that I've never done it with the masking tape, but I'm thinking it's going to be okay. So I'm going to do the underside with the masking tape, and hopefully it just gives it enough structure so that when it folds, it doesn't break. So even though I feel like this paper has pretty good integrity, like it might not break, but anyways. So I'm going to just decide how I want it. I've talked to you guys about this before. I love that edge. Like, I love that edge. So I think I'm going to leave that. And I would love that number in there. So I'm going to see if I can use this. And I want that to be the outside. Okay. I also want it, I'm going to fold this over so that I can clearly see where the edge is. And I'm going to want this a little bit smaller than that. So I think if we go somewhere right here, it'll be good. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And so this is going to be my front side, and this will be my back side. And I'm actually not going to, I'm not going to glue it down yet. I'm going to decorate the envelopes first, and then I will do the binding. So all I'm going to do is take some tape and doing a little bit better job. I actually don't want it to go all the way to the top here because I want that edge to show. Oops. And so remember, this is the back side, so we can cover it and it's not going to matter because it's on the inside. My Tim Holtz scissors, I think, got something on them and they don't want to work, which is strange because they're so strong, or I thought they were. I would also overlap the tape a little. I didn't do that here, but I'm going to go back and add another piece of tape. I don't know if I need to, but to be on the safe side. I have a little piece of tape that doesn't want to get off my finger. Okay. No. And we'll do one last piece right here. And I am, if I can find, because of course I didn't clean off my desk. So I just shoved everything to the side so you couldn't really see it. So I did find it. Yay. And I'm just going to burnish this down. So I'm going to push it down so that the tape makes a good seal with the paper. I could have also put some glue down first to give me a better adhesion, because sometimes, you know, masking tape isn't the strongest tape. Because my paper is so porous though, it's older and it's porous, I'm not that worried about it, and I'm going to just leave it as is. Obviously, I didn't do it. I am going to cut another piece right here, though, because that didn't get covered. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side. We're going to go ahead and decorate this, and I'm thinking that this, or maybe I'll have it go this way. I think that would be cute if I did that. And this will close like this, and this will close like this. So what that means is, let's go ahead and do another one. You guys are literally in my brain right now. What is she gonna do? Who knows? My pencil does not want to work. So let me get a different one. I'm going to cut it a little oh, let's see. I think I'm going to go just to like right here. That old paper tears so beautifully. I'm thinking that was my mark right there. Not 100% sure, but we're going to go with it. Pretty good. And I'm going to do the same thing. So my edge here that's like, it's kind of ruffled coming this way. So that's going to be my front. This will be my back, and I'll go ahead and cover that. I think an easier way would be cut it ahead of time. Let's see. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do it from here, lay it down, and then I'll cut the excess off at the bottom. And again, I'm going to overlap my tape just a little bit. I'm not going all the way up with the tape either, because I want the raw edge to be kind of a floating edge. Ugh, so sticky. I have a pair of scissors that are just for tape, but oh, actually, I think I just found them the other day. So let's grab them. There we go. Hopefully this will be better. And the last little piece. So while I'm doing this, I hope you are doing well, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying the Stash Buster series. I really am committed to getting through my stash this year. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, let's... Also, another tip when you're burnishing, I said that this tape was not that sticky, and I cannot get it off my fingers. Okay, there we go. I would suggest you go in one direction. And we'll put those to the side. So you can still see that you can see the music paper on the other side. It's just not as, bright, strong. What word am I looking for here? I don't know. Bold. So these envelopes did not come with the crease on them, so I'm just making sure I crease them before I start decorating them. So like I said, I'm only going to use the pages. And actually this one's not even going to get decorated. I'm going to leave that as is. Maybe, well, we'll see. And I'm only going to use my ephemera that I have from the kit. I looked through it before I started filming, and I do have some pieces that are bigger. So I think those would work. That will go well. This. And if you're wondering what this little book is, I have a video explaining it and where we actually built these pages together. So if you're interested, I'll have it linked down below as well, and then you can check it out. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this one. All my ephemera has been printed on cardstock, and I believe it's 110 pound. I'm going to cut out my paper here. Let's see. And I'd like it to be a little smaller. That's okay that it's not even. A little smaller than the envelope so that I can kind of distress the edges and it looks like it's worn down. And since this is my cover, let me think. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And I'm going to take some of the book page. And this will be my, I love this, the Happy Day Express. Look how cute that is. That would make actually a really great pocket. Maybe I should put that on the inside. Done. Okay, now I cut this maybe a little too small. So let's grab, I think I have some dictionary page over here. I'm not sure if I'd like the dictionary page with this pink. I feel like I want something that's a little bit warmer toned. I have this hymnal paper. No. How about some book page? I'm just going to cut away at the pieces that are like blank, don't have any writing on them. Of course, you can keep those and use them for stamping. I was actually just watching someone that was saying, I think she was doing, I didn't get to finish the video because I had to get going, but she was talking about decluttering your space and like making room for other things. And so she was saying about getting rid of like those little scraps. And I was like, no, no. We don't need that kind of negativity, right, ladies and gents? I'm just kidding. It is needed. I think I like that. So it's just like a little touch of it. Maybe. Oh, I kind of like that. So it's a couple of pieces. Oh, actually, let's think this through for a second. So I have, that one goes there. I'm going to have this that overlaps it. So I actually don't need this little piece because we'll go more on this side. With it. And I'm going to kind of go off of the envelope just a little bit for the decorating. And this is going to go like this. I'm trying to, so my thought process is, if I, let's actually just stick this here so we can take a minute. I'm going to grab some pieces to embellish, and then we're going to build it from there and see if, so what I'm contemplating right now is, do I want pieces underneath so that my book page is sticking out, or do I want to cover it? I think I just answered my question. I think I like it where the pieces are underneath. So I think a floral would be very pretty there. I'm gonna flip through. Ooh, I like this one. And I like the contrast of the green. But I think I want something behind it. And I could also do this one, which is a little smaller. And then it's still, I think I like that maybe a little better. I'll stick this back in here. That way we can still use, like we can still see the background. I'm going to grab some of these pieces, which is like the little washi tape from the kit. And I think I'm going to pull the cream colored one. Oops. And I also think that maybe a little something extra here as well. Maybe some other kind of ephemera. Let's, oh, I feel like that's too big, but I might want to use that. So I'm just gonna move it over to the side. I don't think I had any, oh, I did have people in this one. So, oh, I had these like really cute, like this little girl with the pink cheeks. So I think this is not gonna go in, and instead we're going to have, Now, I wanted to do this video. I don't want her. She's not going to make the cut. I wanted to make this video so that you guys can see that sometimes I come at projects without any plan. And that's, I knew kind of the base of what I wanted the project to be, but I didn't have a plan on any kind of decorating or anything other than I was going to do the pockets. And I think she's much better. That's just a better size. Okay, let's put this down, and I'm going to start gluing things into place before I change my mind again. I normally would add a little bit of let's see if I can get this in here, like just like peeking through. I like that one. I normally would put a label of some sort. I kind of like that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab this, and you guys already probably know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my stapler. Actually, let's not staple today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold with my fingers. I'm going to hold her into place, and I'm going to like sneak on the inside. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't distress this. So let's distress a little bit. Man, I am all over the place tonight. Okay, we're going to get it together. I'm not going to do a ton of distressing. I'm just going to run my scissors along the edges, just a little. Here, I might do like a little tear, so I like to go into the paper with the scissors, but not cutting it all the way so it's like this. It's like hanging off, so it's kind of realistic of what could happen to your papers. Okay, so I think this was correct. So now I'm going to do kind of what I said I was going to do. So I'm going to take my glue and glue the pieces. Sometimes when I don't do it like this and I just put the pieces like, I'm like, I'm going to remember how it went. I don't remember how it went because my brain is thinking of a million things at once and what I'm going to do next time and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to take my nail and just kind of like stick it into this little washi so that it looks like it's been here, you know, like it's tattered. I think we were around this. And this is where I want to bring my binding back so that I can make sure I'm lining this up correctly. So I think this is good right here. She's there. So I'm going to take this while it's here so that I don't mess it up. Just going to make sure I have plenty of glue. And then we're going to stick her on right here. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down and hold it together with a binder clip so that it has time to, oh, I forgot to do this part. Okay, hurry, hurry before the glue dries. with this little guy, I do want it glued down on the corner, but kind of going up so it's not completely flat like the little piece right here. So it looks like it got torn because it wasn't holding on with glue. Okay. On, I want to put this back on for now. On this side, I am going to make a fold here when I'm going to decorate the other page while this dries a little bit, but we're going to make a fold so that if we want to, we can stick a little stack of papers there, and we can have a little booklet or a mini, a mini journal. I know with this, I want this. Oh no, that's okay. Now what I could do here is lay a piece of weathered tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this tape that I have. Maybe. There we go. So I know that this is going to be at my bottom edge. I don't have to worry about the edges. Actually, now that I think about it, this is going to get covered. Oh, no, it's not. So I can lay this like this. Hold on a sec. Where's that other? Oh, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, and then I want it to look like there's papers behind there. So I'm going to, I have this from my last video, the faux handmade paper using Dollar Tree items. And I'm going to just kind of cut this here. And then I'm also going to add some book page. So when I fold this, I want to make sure it's folded kind of in the middle of the line so that I can make sure that there's writing. Good enough. Okay. So we're going to be a little over on the bottom, but I'm totally okay with that. I'm actually going to glue this in place first. kind of hard to see that opening there, but I want it to be above it. Ooh, I actually want it to be a little higher. There we go. And we can cut off the excess later, so. And then with this, I am going to add some staples here. So I'm not gonna put it together until we embellish it a little more. Let's see. I did like this, but I think that, oh, maybe that'll go in the packet. What I envisioned just now is maybe like a floral with, I was thinking like a book page, maybe something like this that has writing on it. Let's try this one. And maybe I will add a little bit of hymnal paper here. So I'm trying to make this look like it's like a little bunch of papers. Maybe we'll do this. So the problem I have with this is that first of all, the blue I think blends in too much there. So we are going to maybe, oh, that might work. And I think it goes this way anyways. And I don't want the papers to be all the same size. Okay, let me think. I know I wanted that writing. I could put it upside down since you can't read it anyways. And just you and I will know. Nobody else will know. What I don't like is I like being able to see this part of the postcard, and I already glued this, right? Oh, I didn't glue it. Let's try this instead. I think I like that better. What do you guys think? Hopefully we're on the same page. Gone off the rails. Okay, so since we have that, we can, actually maybe we'll do that. Maybe I will add just one other one here. I think that's good. So this I am going to staple because I do think that that's really cute and it looks like it's a pile of papers. Even though it's a different size than the postcard, it kind of looks like it's like, you know, mail. Now I did lose my little piece of tape there, so why don't we do another one? Okay, and then let's grab another piece of tape. That's a good example of if you change something at the last minute, you can always make alternate plans. So even if you change something, you don't have to feel like, oh no, I missed that or whatever. I think that adds more character to it anyways with having two instead of one. Oops, too late. Oh, I forgot the paper was supposed to come out this way. That's okay. And now, I'm gonna stay away from the edges here. So when I put the glue down, I'm not going all the way to the edge. That way I can kind of manipulate it if I need to here. And you can see that my paper is extending on this side, which is, it's going to be fine. That's so cute already. Okay, I think we're probably good here. So this is what I was saying. Instead of gluing this directly here, so it would like, even though that's really cute, I kind of like that. I'm going to leave a little bit of space so that if I wanted to in the future, I could bind papers in here like this. Like I could add a little booklet like that. And when I'd open it, it would be inside there. So that's an option for you. We're just to cut on the time. I'm not going to do that. I am, though, going to go ahead and... Oops, I said I was going to leave space. Ingrid never listens, I'm telling you. Last second. Oh, no, I forgot in the back. Okay, we're going to let this glue dry. I want to decorate this side first. So, okay, let's, I totally forgot about that side. It's like... Okay. Oh, what if I did a pink one on the back? Some of you have asked me about this album, if it tears some of the paper, like you could see there, it did, but it's not a big deal. I can still put something else there. Oops, I don't want that, right? Yeah. There's a little bit here that I want to cut off. I think I want it this way. And maybe if I have more of that paper, I don't, but I have this piece, so this can go up there. I'm going to go a little bit over. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do it like this, right? Because this is going to go over it. Yeah. So the opposite. I had it right. Ah! Okay. And I think I'm going to keep the back a little, maybe I'll just keep it with this that I was going to use on, I don't know, whatever the last project was. Does anyone know where the lid to the glue went? Oh, let's see if it's, oh, it is under here. If you were yelling, tell me it was to my left. Thank you. Okay. Oh, maybe I can use this piece that didn't get used before. What do you guys think about that? And maybe this inside here. I think I love that. And I'm going to grab a label, or maybe I have on my desk the like stamped items. Let's cut out one of these and then we'll add one of the, something else from over there over here. And look how adorable that looks already. I think I like this red number here. So let's see how that's going to look. I don't know if it's going to be a little too big. I think it is a little big. Let's see if I can get this one instead. Oh, I could use, okay, I'm going to try this first. If this doesn't work, I have a plan B. Kind of like that. My other idea was to go with this bigger red one and then put either one of these in it. All right, let's just cut it out. Ooh, I like that. So let's see how the red on red looks. I don't love that. I'm going to bend this just to see what it looks like, just with part of it. And I think I like that. So I'm just going to break it, put that down here. I'm going to glue, not glue, I'm going to staple these. I will glue them as well, but that way, that's stuck here. I don't know about that number there, but you know what might work is this number up here. Yes, 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 yes. I like that. Okay, so let's glue this down first. And I could actually extend this up further, like I could do it up there because I don't necessarily need this folded, it'll stay open. So it gives me a little wiggle room there. Okay. This is a very small detail, but I'm going to show you. I like that there's a small edge right here of the envelope, as well as a small edge on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and build. So I'm going to push down on the paper so that it doesn't move. And I'm going to start gluing parts of it into place. So I'll glue there. Then I'm going to glue the other side, and then we'll do the top last, since I just wanted to check, make sure we were still filming. The top last, since we were, oh, and I did not distress this. You were like yelling at me, Ingrid. So I'm just gonna do the at the end. I'm going to leave that. I do want to kind of, I think I'm going to cut just a little bit of the corner off, and then I'm going to distress it. I think little pieces like that, like those little touches, really add a big difference. Like, I don't know, there's just something about that little torn edge like that that makes it look, I might do it on this side too. It just makes it look more worn. This would have been better if I did it before I started putting everything together, but it's okay. So that'll go there. Then I'm going to glue up to leaving about like a quarter of an inch without glue so that I can kind of roll my edges a little bit. Okay, how adorable is that? I am going to cut this and then oh, I love that. Okay, so look how fast that came together. Okay, now we can glue. And since I didn't glue that into place, that's perfect because, where's my staples? Hang on a sec. Well, I think I'm going to change the plan a little bit. Originally, she was going to be at the bottom because of my staples. Let me think. Is it worth pulling those staples out? The answer is yes. Okay. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Okay. So I think that's where I want it. I also, again here, I can see a little bit of the blue there. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to hold it down. Remember, I'm going to leave an edge this time. I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm going to glue this down. And here I'm going to glue the pieces. I don't need to glue like the whole thing. That is so adorable. Click this here. Did I forget? No, I didn't. Did I? I think I forgot about the other side. That's okay. We'll make it work. I did. I forgot about this. But I think I don't want that anymore because I like the way this looks like this with the papers. So change of plans again. We're going to actually, what if we put this down and then if we added like this on top of it and then decorated like a little piece of paper. Yeah, why can't we do that? Let's do that. So what I'm saying, so that you could be on the same page as me, there's going to be a little piece of paper here like this it's going to flip this way. That way this will be attached like this. Now yeah, we're gonna sacrifice the back of this. I'm going to add glue to the envelope itself instead of the seed packet. And then there's still enough room here if we wanted to add another oh, and now we have two pockets. We have the envelope pocket and we have the seed packet pocket. And I'm not sure if I do have a hole punch. Let's hole punch. I'm doing everything backwards today. Today's backwards day. Let's see if I can even get this little sucker in here. I don't think I can. Ingrid, you're not a quitter. You can do it. Shove it in there. Okay, it's not going to be centered, but no. Oh, duh. If I do it this way, who's yelling at me, telling me to do it that way? There we go. Now we know it's a pocket. And if you wanted to be all fancy, you could, let's see. You could line that if you wanted to. You could also line this one if you wanted to. Did you guys hear that? That was Barkley. I think he just snored. So if I did this, I would round the edges. Maybe I will. I think that kind of adds to it. So I don't know. I'm not going to attach it, but I will round the edges. I've needed a sip of water since I sat down. Hold on. Okay. That's probably why I couldn't think. Did I glue this down, Ingrid? Okay, it's going to go like this anyway, so. The funny part is you guys wouldn't even know that I was messing up, except that I'm telling you I'm messing up. But I do want it to be real so that you know that things don't always go as planned, and it's okay. You've got to just, you know, keep going, because creating is just that. It's not about perfection. It's, oh, I forgot about this. It's not about having things amazing and wonderful, and it's okay to have things that are mistakes. And I've said this before, if you've been with me for a while, that, okay, so hold on. I'm going to actually cut around the edges so that it looks like tattered paper. But I've said this for a while, if you've been with me, that I feel like my projects that I do, the ones that have ended up being my favorites, are the ones that kind of happen by mistake, that I mess something up on. And look, I'm going to tell you, very rarely do I go back and look at something and think, oh, remember, that's because I messed it up. I do not remember. Like, I honestly do not remember. So I would encourage that if you catch yourself doing what I've done all night, and just so you know, I'm filming and it's It's almost midnight and I've been up since early today, so my brain is done. And that's okay. Sometimes that's going to happen. I'll still distress all this with, I should grab my distressing tool, but I'll just use my scissors. I think something that helps is if you like kind of twist the paper some, so that instead of a straight edge, you get more of a distressed edge. I think that's pretty good. And I'm not going to cut the edge yet because I'm not sure where. I might have to cut some of this off, so I am. Looks like right here. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I do. Originally, I was going to have this on top. I'm not going to forget to distress this time. You're like, about time, Ingrid. And I don't love this edge like this, so I'm going to, let's rip it. Yay. That took away that stress of it not looking distressed enough, or so I like this. But we're going to add something underneath before we glue down the hymnal paper. Let's see, maybe this will make the cut after all, or maybe it won't. I really love the way that looks. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to distress this a little bit on the edges. So I'm just going to take a sanding block. There we go. That's much better. Especially that little, the red was bothering me. Gone. That looks already so much better, and it almost matches this blue now, so. Okay, let's go back and grab some ephemera. I like this. Ooh, I like this too. That might be too much, but let me pull that, and let me pull, if I have any flowers. I don't remember if, oh, I had that. Oh, is this the one I had originally? Let's try that. Okay. That's so pretty. I love this kit. Seriously, one of my favorites. The other day I pulled some paper out of it and I was like, what kit is that? Like, I could not remember the kit. And then I was like, oh, wait. Oh, we don't get to see the book page like that. Let's see. I don't think that's going to make it, because I want to be able to I like that, but I think it needs to be smaller. I like that because I feel like you can see behind it. You can still see this torn edge. You can, like, there's a lot of visibility here. So I'm just holding this down. Oh, I think I do know what I want to add though. So I'm just going to glue that in place. And while I'm still holding it, so I don't lose where I'm at, I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to wait on the top because we might add more of that paper if I have it. I have the torn edge. Should I? Yes, let's use it. You know, I was like, should I save it and use it for something else? Well, I could, or I can just use it now and then I can make another one. I'm kind of wondering if I can add some at the bottom. If it's too much, is it too much? What do you guys think? Okay, I won't add it. Not because it's not too much, I just think that the composition of this is better. Because you guys know me, when it comes to adding layers, I don't think there's an excess. I'm definitely a maximalist. Now, what I did want to do is I was thinking, I'm going to try doing it like this. So that you can see a little bit of and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down so it stays and I can see my flower a little more. That's so cute. And I'm just going to add glue here. Oh, I did not want to do that. Ah, I keep messing stuff up. Okay. We're going to pretend that's not there. Hopefully it dries by the time we're done. I want to glue this. Maybe I should be using like a tacky glue instead so that I have a little bit more leeway, but lesson learned. I haven't really done a video like this where I am necessarily kind of on the fly. Usually a video like this would be, oops, don't glue down, a voiceover. Okay, now I can, maybe I can add this now. No. Oh, I had that pocket I never used. So that's going to go here. And then I'm not going to glue all the way up. That's so cute. Okay. I'm telling you, do the thing that scares you, where you mess up, because it's where your like inspiration's going to come from. It's where like your creative juices are going to like start flowing. When I hold back, that's my worst moments, because it kind of stuns the creative process. I don't think that, but I was thinking, you know, what would be pretty here is like some lace. Oh, no, you know what? I totally forgot. I wanted to add some of the fabric. So I'm going to, let me decide first. Do I want this? No. Instantly no. Yes. I've had a song stuck in my head all day long, and it's the equivalent of the do 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 do. So that also could be why I'm messing up, but who knows? Who knows? I cannot shake it, and I keep almost humming it, and I need to not, for multiple reasons. Okay. And then this is so cute. Oh my, my, my. Let's add maybe some music paper here. Let's see, do I have, I think I used it all. Let's see if I have any more. And, oh, maybe that's where the fabric can go. All right, let's see. I kind of wanted the fabric like loose. I don't like the fabric there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fabric for my closure. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I'm going to hope that this tears. It might not. No, I think it's going against. There's like the way that the weave pattern is. I don't really understand that stuff, but I think it's going this way. So plan B. Let's try this. No, none of it's going to rip. Okay, plan C. We're going to cut it. I just want a thin strip. And I'm very aware that it is not even, and I'm okay with that. Oh, that's going to be so cute. Okay. All right, focus. We're almost done. we're at the, how do you say that? We're at the end of the, whatever, the race. We're almost there. We're almost across the finish line. So a lace might look pretty here too. Not that one though. I'm looking, oh, you know what? What about some fabric? Some like, I think I have some coffee dyed fabric over here. I'm going to grab, oops, I have this too that's really pretty. I have this little remnant piece that I have left over. That's pretty. That is pretty. also can do, let's cut a little strip. That's what I was trying to do with that other fabric. I think though this is the winner, right? Are we all on the same page here? I think so. I think this is my last piece of this. And it matches like perfectly, like it was meant to be on here. Just going to hold on to this, but I have one more decision to make. Okay. Well, okay. I think I want to keep that envelope there. I'm actually thinking about cutting it down to where, so this is like the glue, it goes up to right here. I'm thinking about cutting across and just rounding the corners and making it just a little bit smaller. I think that's what I'm going to do. Actually, before we do that, let's do this. Let's pretend we did it. I think, well, now that it's folded, I like it better. It was like too structured before. Let's do another one, another fold, so that it looks that's better, but I do think I'm gonna go cut it. I think that's much better. This is so adorable. I'm so glad I decided to do this tonight. I was going to skip it and film tomorrow, and I'm glad we hung out. And that through the mistakes, this pretty thing was made. Ah, I love it. I hope that you guys were inspired. I hope that I was able to show you that mistakes are okay, and that as long as you keep working through them, that you could end up with something beautiful. So I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Is that something that is helpful to you? Is that something that you struggle with too, like me? Or maybe you don't. Maybe you know, you don't struggle with that. You struggle with something else. I would love to know down in the comments. And also, which was your favorite process, or what was the piece that like kind of sealed the deal for you, that you love this project or whatever. So or which mistake was your favorite? We'll say that. Anyways, if you have not been told today, I want to tell you that you are precious, you're wonderful, and you are beautiful. And I thank you so much for being here with me today. I thank you for spending your time with me, and for all of your love and support. It means the world to me, and love you. I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.